Hi, today's message is on charity, and it's much more than you've ever imagined, and it's not just what we've been taught about giving to others. Charity is so much more, and the Bible has a totally different definition of charity, and it's not the one that we use every day. But before we get started, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this, as well as my other videos on faith, health, and beauty on my SOFHAB channel. Hope you're having a great day, and I hope this blesses you as well. How charity has been explained to each and every one of us. It's giving money to different causes. It's foundations giving money, and it's money and goods and services being given to others, and it's one of the greatest things that we can do as people. But the definition of charity in the Bible is something totally different, and this came about to me as I was reading last week actually, and at first I thought that I was imagining it until I read it again, and then I read that portion again, and then I read it again, because I said, well, charity can't be the definition, that we account it to, because then the passage doesn't make sense. And I'll read to you the passage that sparked the catalyst for the inspiration to do this video. And it's 1 Corinthians chapter 13. And this entire chapter is on charity never failing. And the characteristics of charity in verses 4 through 8 are given as: charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself. Is not puffed up. Doth not behave itself unseemly. Seeketh not her own. Is not easily provoked. Thinketh no evil. Rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth. Beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never fails. Now think about it. If charity is just the act of giving, then this whole thing doesn't make sense, because you don't suffer long when you're helping others. You're being kind, but it has nothing to do with being envy and vaunting and being puffed up and behaving unseemly. It's an act of giving and sharing. So then I went down to verse 13, which really wrapped it up for me. And it reads, "And now abideth faith, hope, charity. These three, but the greatest of these is charity." Now we all know what faith is. We all know what hope is. But charity can't be the act of giving, because if the Bible is saying that the act of just giving to others is greater than faith and hope, that doesn't make sense. And everything within this book becomes null and void and doesn't make sense at all. So I said, I've got to go and research and got to look things up. And I decided to get out a dictionary. Yes, the dinosaur, the dictionary. Not to look it up online where everything has been set up where in the search results the top thing that's being sponsored or paid for comes up first. So I didn't want that. I wanted something that really goes into the etymology of the word and definitions that some are long gone that we don't use or think about anymore. So this is from Webster's Third New International Dictionary. And imagine my surprise when the first two definitions have nothing to do with giving or donating money or time or goods. The first definition is simply Christian love, with a sub-definition of A, the virtue or act of loving God with a love which transcends that for creatures and of loving others for the sake of God. Sub-definition B is divine love for man. Now imagine that. That is the first definition. Not giving money, not giving time, not giving goods and services, but love. So then I said, let me go to the second definition and make sure. And guess what the second definition is? The kindly and sympathetic disposition to aid the needy or suffering. Liberality to the poor. To be benevolent in love. Wow. Wow. So the first two definitions of charity are something that is intangible, love. It is an act of love, and loving with a love that comes from God. Loving each other and God's divine love for man He created. We don't get down to money, to organizations, or anything until further down. Much further down. So, I guess the question to ask ourselves is why, when the Bible clearly says the charity it's speaking of is love, why would man tell us that it has to do with tangible things, money, goods, services, creating organizations where constantly money is being collected for various reasons? Well, the only answer is because for some reason man feels that profiting is more beneficial for him than loving. And it's really, really unfortunate. I'm very grateful that my eyes and ears were open to this. And you can read this for yourself. And when you're reading the Bible or any book, ask for guidance and read it with an open mind. And read it with the intention of having a better understanding and being able to take that knowledge that you're receiving and applying it to your own life. So for me now, yes, I'll still donate my time. I'll still donate food and cook foods and volunteer, because that is definitely the lifeblood of being kind to one another. And it's also showing love. But for me now, my definition of charity is loving others with the love of God. I see how that's going to be much more beneficial in every area of my life, not only now, but later. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. If you have a dinosaur dictionary, look up and see what your first definition and second definitions are for charity. And if you want to have some fun, type it in online and see what comes up. And you'll be amazed to see that the only thing that comes up is money. And that's it. So, what are you going to do with this new knowledge? How is it going to inspire you and be a catalyst for your inspiration and doing good for not only yourself and others around you in your community, but for the world? Let us know in the comments. If this has been helpful to you and a learning experience for you, give this video a like. I really appreciate it. Feel free to share and also to request other topics of conversation for the Saturday message. So that's it for now. I hope you're having an awesome day. Be safe. Take care. May your life be wonderfully and abundantly blessed. And I'll talk to you next time.